With the trend nowadays to conserve and to take responsible action, it's no surprise that major car companies all over the world are growing with sustainable mobility as part of their macro plans. BMW, the perennial leader in the premium segment in the Philippines, recently held a roundtable discussion forum between the heads of the regional BMW office and members of the local motoring media. Here, they discussed some of the moves that BMW is taking moving forward, as well as the long-term plan and direction they intend to take in the country. It was our privilege to take part in such an occasion, and we would like to share the event with you, our local viewers. So please stay tuned for this very informative segment.
A roundtable event between BMW executives and members of the media was recently held with the intention of revealing the German car maker's growth and sustainable mobility plans in the ASEAN region. Present at the discussion were BMW Senior Vice President for Special Projects Asia, Kay Segler, and BMW Asia President Sergio Solero, along with President Madikar Barco and Executive Director Glenn Dasig of the Asian Car Makers Corporation, the exclusive distributor of BMW in the Philippines. With the inevitability of ASEAN integration in 2015, the roundtable discussion was a very timely event, showcasing not only the great achievements BMW has attained over the years, but also shedding light on the company's plans for a sustainable future. For one, the heads of BMW Asia were quite impressed with how the Philippines has progressed over the past couple of years, pointing out that the economy is indeed on an upswing, and that their plans coincide well with the general development of the Philippines and the rest of the ASEAN region.
Infrastructure, which is I think the most urgent need also here in Manila, really has changed. The new buildings and the cleanliness of Manila is getting better and better. BMW sees itself as the leading manufacturer and provider of individual mobility for the future, and the government officials listen towards our requirements for the future.
BMW has a very long history in this area of the world, and Philippines was one of the first countries where we entered almost 60 years ago, so it's pretty long history. We are very happy with the partnership with our local importer, ACC. We are doing a very good job since many years. We are leading the premium market like we are doing worldwide and like we are doing all over the ASEAN markets. We have recently a big impact of new models coming, new technologies. I'm really positive that the combination of the development of the countries and also the good partnership with ACC and the new products will bring us to have a very good future in the Philippines.
Both Dr. Segler and Mr. Solero agree that there is much potential in the Philippines and in the entire region. However, the development of the infrastructure needed to power their sustainability and mobility plans has not yet been developed, and they expect to encounter some roadblocks with the implementation and application of these necessary elements. One of the key topics that was discussed during the roundtable event was the possible introduction of BMW's Project I, which is an initiative that spearheaded the BMW Group to develop sustainable and future-oriented mobility concepts. A concept car also exists for this program, the I-Series, which is a plug-in electric vehicle, which is designed to leave no carbon footprint. By 2010, BMW through its Project I will have been able to reduce CO2 emissions of its vehicles by 30%. By 2020, this number will be up to approximately 55%. The BMW Group is bullish about their i3 electric car, but this is only based on the fact that the entire world is turning a new leaf in favor of sustainability. Though several factors such as environment, urbanization, politics and regulations, economics, culture and consumer expectations affect the advancement of BMW's Project I, the entire program itself is future-proof. It is with this in mind that proponents of the Asian Car Makers Corporation were delighted to have their principals from BMW here in the country to give Filipinos a heads up on the great plans the company has in store for the country and for the region.
we are very fortunate to have with us in the country top executives, namely Dr. Kai Segler, who heads our corporate and governmental affairs for BMW AG from the headquarters, and of course our regional president from BMW Group Asia, Mr. Sergio Solero. This shows the importance of the Philippine market in the BMW business, and we wanted to start that conversation on leadership as a leader in the premium segment, not only in the Philippines but in the whole world. We feel that BMW should also be leading conversations on future mobility and innovations that will uplift the auto industry in general.
Motoring in the Philippines, in fact in the entire world, is approaching a renaissance of sorts with a concept of sustainability in mind. It is an exciting time, and the country, as much as it can, is preparing itself for the future.
Since I have been in the Philippines first time, what I recognize is the love of Filipinos for cars is tremendous. And this is incomparable to any other population in the world. And I want that Filipinos have more right to drive BMWs and to deserve, to enjoy the high tech of our vehicles, whether it's BMW, Mini or Rolls-Royce. That is what I would like to see.
Yeah, I think the Filipinos are, for what I've understood so far, really enjoying cars, like Italians. So cars are something that it's more than just a way to move from point A to point B. It's also part of a passion. And I think with our brands, we have a fantastic passion cars. So I'm looking forward to see and also to meet a lot of passionate Filipinos customers. Thank you very much.
Well, would like to thank everybody for all your support for the BMW business. BMW has been the #1 brand in the premium segment for the past 11 consecutive years. Globally, BMW has always been the market leader for the past 9 consecutive years, and it's really because of all your support. We are unwavering on that support as well, and you can rest assured that we will continue to come up with products that truly define sheer driving pleasure and provide continuous joy to all of you. Thank you very much.
We'd like to thank all BMW fans and enthusiasts and our customers for continually supporting BMW, being the premium leader in the premium segment. And we invite you to please visit any of our BMW dealerships and find out the newest products that we have to offer, test drive them, and experience yourselves sheer driving pleasure.
There is no questioning the dominance BMW has demonstrated in the premium segment. While this is something that is not reflected by numbers, it is also marked by less tangible factors. It seems that the entire BMW organization is on the same page when it comes to sustainable mobility, and this bodes well not only for our country, but everywhere else where BMW is present. Personally, I'm quite excited by BMW's Project I, which I think is a positive step towards the future. Though the infrastructure for electric cars is still far from existence in the country, I think that this is a technology that should be discussed seriously among everyone in both the private and public sectors. In the long term, things look like they're going to be in that direction anyway.